Today I'm gonna do a little video on the Bowdrill. I see a lot of things, a lot of people mess up when they're trying to start out. So I'm gonna go over a few of them and see if I can't help some people get their ember that they're trying to get. When I first started Bowdrill, I started off with store-bought lumber, manufactured dowel for my spindle, and just one buys from the lumber store. Put my hole in it, put my notch, you know, and all that. Easy to get a hold of. Some states, you know, you can't go out and harvest wood on, you know, public property and stuff like that, so you have to have private property to get your material, but you can do it this way. And it's, you know, like I say, when I first started, that's how I started it. Then I moved on. I started harvesting my own wood from my locations, from different locations, and setting it up. I'll bring it up here and let you. I just take and baton my wood, put it out in the shape that I need it, start my holes, and I use my knife, or if I'm out in the field, I'll use a rock like this and just start the hole. That'd be where my spindle will ride. How this works, I've got a notch. I like to angle my notch to where oxygen can get behind where the ember is. What you're doing is filling that notch up with material, and the heat from the friction ignites that material that you filled in that notch. What a lot of guys on YouTube do not tell people, you know, people go to YouTube and they watch people do these bow drills or any type of friction fire. What the guys don't tell you is they select the perfect day, just an excellent, dry, hot day. Very low humidity. The higher the humidity, the more you're gonna have to work for your fire or for your ember. Softwoods, usually you're gonna use softwoods. I've seen times where I needed a hardwood spindle, and then again I've seen times where I needed a hardwood hearth board, and vice versa, you know. That's something that you're just gonna have to get out in the field and get a feel for. I do not, if I pack my hearth board and my spindle in my pack, which I don't do it a lot anymore. I usually keep these at my house for practicing and keeping, you know, you're never too good to practice. But I usually, when I did pack this in my pack, I never brought a bow. I always made a bow wherever I was at. I made my own bow. Now I make my whole kit when I'm out camping or when I need a friction fire. I've got to where I do not take any of these materials with me. Bearing block, you can actually use the same piece of wood that you've batoned off of your hearth board. It's the same type of wood, so you're going to get the same friction up here as you do here. You don't want that. You want less friction on your bearing block. So I'll take pieces of grass and plug the hole or spit in it to make less friction here. You want all your friction to be down here. And I know I'm gonna miss some stuff. I try try to get everything, but I got a green leaf. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get a ember. Today is really humid. It rained all day yesterday, non-stop. So it's really humid out here right now. I got a green leaf. I'll catch my ember on this green leaf. This is what I use for a bearing block, a rock that I have put a small hole in for my spindle to ride in. I see some guys with these fancy bearing blocks, you know, they're really fancy wood and they've got stainless steel roller bearings in them and all of that, you know, and I can't get into that. I like the primitive, more primitive way. Let me try to get an ember here. Like I say, it's really humid, so I might not be able to get one, but you're not guaranteed a friction fire. Select which hole I want to use here. This in here looks like a good one. Okay, here's something else I see people do, and it just kills them. They're way back here. Way back behind the Bowdrill. And they're just killing themselves trying to get the fire or get the ember. What you need to do is load up on that board, put your foot on the board, close to your spindle. You take your left hand and put up against your shin. You position your body over the bearing block. And you can also, I've got my left foot up here. You can also do your right foot, load up, just like this. It doesn't matter, left or right foot. Just as long as you've got your left hand stable against your shin. Because when you're working that Bowdrill, this is moving all over the place. You want to try to keep it steady. I'll go ahead and try to get an ember here. Like I say, I'm going to have to work for it. So you're going to hear a lot of heavy breathing because, like I say, I'm going to have to work for this. I already know. I like a longer bow. I see a lot of people with a little short bow. They're little small strides, you know, just killing themselves. A longer bow takes out the work. You can use the whole bow and keep that spindle moving. Let's go ahead and try it here. And I start off slow. Kind of get some heat built up. Nice and light. I'm not pressing down real hard. I'm just letting that spindle seep into the hearthboard and it's building material. Starting to see a little smoke. Now I'll start getting into it a little better. When you think you've got it, you keep going. Using the whole bow. I don't think I've got an ember. No ember. Okay guys, round 2. I'm not gonna edit that out. Me not getting the ember there because, like I say, it is humid. I'm not gonna edit it out because I feel too many people on YouTube edit their videos to make it look like they're just some mythical fire creator, and it discourages a lot of people that are trying to learn. I've gotten hundreds of embers. And I can tell you, it's never guaranteed, no matter how much you practice or how good you are. So don't let some of them other videos discourage you. Let's go for round 2. More heavy breathing, because I'm still gonna have to work for this. Like I say, it's humid. Something I will tell you, learn to breathe when doing the bow drill. Obviously, I don't do that correctly. That's something I need to personally learn. I hold my breath too much when I'm working the bow drill. So work on that. I do. I try to. It don't always work though. All right, let's see if we can get us an ember now. Load up. Got my left hand up against my shin. Let's start off slow. Build up some material in our notch. Got a little smoke going. Go ahead and get into it a little. Now we have an ember. Whew. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Just like anything, And another small ember. Whew. All right. And I made this video for Bess. I met her on Gary Golding's live feed, Monday night live feeds. She was asking about Bowdrill, so figured I'd put up just a quick little short video. Hope it can help a few people. I'll do more Bowdrill on better days. Like I say, we're really high humidity right now, so it's not ideal day to be doing friction fire. But that's something that I feel a lot of YouTubers don't tell their viewers. But that's it, guys. If I missed anything, let me know. I'm bad about missing stuff, but remember, it's not what you spend or how much you spend, it's about the memories you make. Pow.